Hey there, this is Bill Kelliher from the band Mastodon, and you are watching Guitar Mania Channel.
Welcome to Vienna.
Thank you.
I heard that you were playing yesterday in Berlin and a few days ago in Warsaw.
Yes.
How was those shows during this tour?
I've got to say the show in Warsaw was probably one of the best energy-wise. Like the crowd there is insane. The Polish people are just, they're off the charts.
I'm Polish.
Oh, are you? Yeah, they're great. I mean, I don't think they get a lot of gigs there, so when they do have a gig, everybody comes and everybody goes apeshit crazy, and they really want. I mean, the whole crowd stayed afterwards to get pictures and sign stuff, and they're really passionate. You know what I mean? So it's great, and the food there is delicious. Berlin was good too. Berlin was okay. The Germans are slowly warming up to Mastodon. It's taken a long time, but it's Berlin.
But
it's
they
like
get to the end.
yeah, Berlin. They've got a lot of bands come through Berlin. It's a very popular city. So not that they take it for granted, but to them they get a lot of shows, so they're not as wild as a crowd, but they still were very good.
What do you expect here tonight in Austria?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what
it will be good.
I hope
it'll as well.
I think it'll be a good show. I have a good feeling about it because all the shows on the tour we've only been doing 3 weeks, but I feel like we didn't come last summer. We did a couple gigs here last summer, and then we took the rest of the summer off. So it was I think since in our absence, I think there's the heart grows fonder. So I think there's been a really good reception. I tend to always like the latest records that we've done. I mean, like Crack the Sky, I really enjoyed that. There's things about each record that I like a lot, but for me, Once More Around the Sun, because it's just more up to date, I guess, more modern and more recent and fresher to us. Still playing those songs I still enjoy a lot. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like a lot of our songs, but some songs we've played so many times over 16, 17 years, it's like, okay, the newer songs are always fresher, and they still can, like, sometimes the songs change a little bit if we keep playing them over and over and over, like little bits here and there kind of change. So.
But do you have like the older ones, and then if you include them now in the set, do you have to relearn them again?
Oh yeah.
Before the tour?
Yeah, always. I mean, we have like, I don't know, 80 songs or something. So before the tour, we always have to go in and like, sometimes I have to go on YouTube and like watch someone who learned our song and see how they played it, because I can't remember. I'm the one who always does it, and then I show the other guys like, hey, this is how it goes. I always have a guitar in my hands backstage. Like normally if I'm just sitting back there, I mean right now I have a guitar and amp set up, and I'm just strum and just kind of go about my business on my computer and then just play. I don't know if it's really warming up or just keeping my hands busy. So for a few hours, yeah, I'm always playing stuff, and then if something cool comes out, I'll record it really quick.
What sort of gear are you using live? Guitars and amps? Is it the same in the studio as you are on tour?
Typically, yeah. I mean, right now I'm with ESP guitars, so I've got a prototype of my new Eclipse out that I play the first set of songs, which are in drop C. So we open the set, play like, I don't know, 4 or 5 songs with that, which it has an experimental pickup in it that I have been trying to design with lace pickups. I've already designed one with them, but I'm trying to design another one, and so I put that pickup in before the tour, and it sounds great. It's a little louder than the other guitars, but so I'm using the ESP, and then I've got a lot of my old Gibsons out with me.
So you're using both of them?
Yeah, Les Pauls I have out, and what else? For amps, I use the fractal a lot, like especially like on fly shows, Axe Effects fractal, just because it sounds really good and it's really compact and easy to.
So it would be the same in the studio and live?
Well, in the studio, I can use a wide range of amps, you know. I have my own Friedman Bill Kelliher amp called the Butter Slacks, which is an amp that I helped design. That's my signature model. Currently, I'm not using it over here just because I don't have the right one over here. But normally on like gigs like today, I use like a Marshall and a Friedman amp, and the Axe Effects also for effects, you know. But on fly gigs, I'll use just the Axe Effects because and I put that on the Friedman setting, so it sounds very, very similar to the real thing, but it's only this big, and then you just carry it on the plane with you. So when I was in my teenage years, all my guy friends were playing guitar, like playing Scorpions, Van Halen, and Led Zeppelin. You know, everybody was playing guitar that was in my little circle of friends, and so of course I was naturally like, oh, I can play guitar too, you know. And I kept bothering my father, and finally on my 15th birthday he bought a guitar for me, and that was like life-changing.
And did you take some lessons, or you learned?
Never took a lesson in my life.
So you just got the guitar and started?
I just got the guitar and started playing with my friends. You know, I don't know if there were any guitar lessons like
back then,
or like in my small town. You know, there wasn't really. I wouldn't even know where to start, and I didn't have the money, and I don't think my parents would have like paid for guitar lessons. I don't think they thought it was something that was going to stick. You know, only until like maybe 10 years ago, my mom stopped bothering me about like going back to college and stuff like that. I'm like, Mom, I mean, this is my job. This is what I do, and I get paid pretty well to do it. So it's very hard to make it in this business. You know what I mean? Especially in America, every fucking kid is in a band. Any dude 15 years old and up is like playing guitar, playing drums in a band. It's just like everybody is. Some are good, some are bad. You know, it's not a very lucrative business anymore because people just don't buy your records, unfortunately, because they can get it for free or they can go listen to it on Spotify or whatever, and then they make your money. So, you know,
it's hard for everyone.
It is, but
I'm a photographer.
Yeah, I mean, everybody takes pictures on their phone now. They don't need to call a photographer. I mean, everybody wants to hear music, but they don't want to pay for it. But it's like
everyone wants pictures on their internet or something, on the webpage, Facebook.
Yeah, you know, it's
nice pictures.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You know, like pretty soon you're gonna put all the people that specialize that are artists out of business because you don't want to pay for their things, and you don't think about it like, oh, I won't buy the record. I'll just listen to it on Spotify, or I'll buy it on Spotify. It's like, yeah, but it's different. You're not paying the artist. The artist does not get paid through Spotify very much, if anything. Usually I'm like I said, I'm always playing guitar as much as I can, you know, and I always have something ready to record with in case I come up with something I like. So I'll just kind of fool around. I kind of look at certain spots on the neck and just say, I'm going to try this, and I'm going to try it over here. Most of the time it happens by accident. I'll just be messing around, and then I'll hear like a combination of a few notes, and I'm like, oh, those sound cool. And it's not just the notes, it's just the way that the rhythmic, percussive flow of it is, you know what I mean? It's more in this hand, because the notes can be anything, but it's more of the way the rhythm of something goes, you know what I mean? You fill the notes in later. So, you know,
But you said you're recording it, or
I'll record it.
Well, not every time.
Not every time, but if it's something that really catches my ear, where the hair on my arms might stand up, like, oh yeah, this is a good idea. I should record this, and I'll record it. I kind of write it in little pieces, and if it's like all in the same day, usually those pieces kind of go together to make one song because I'm kind of on the same train of thought. But I'm always in different tunings, so sometimes I'll have one part which sounds cool with another part, but they're in two different tunings, so one has to change, or they can't be friends. You know what I mean? It's there's all sorts of different ways. You know, sometimes I'll write a riff and I'll show it to our drummer, and he'll say, "Oh, that's cool," but like maybe because he's more percussive, he'll say, "Why don't you, instead of doing a 3/4, do it like 7/8," and then I don't know. He'll have a different kind of idea. He might just add a note or two, and then we work together, you know. And then it helps when you have another person who has another set of ears on it, so you can say, "Well, here's one riff, and then does this fit with that, or how can this fit in there?" But when I write stuff, I want it to flow. It can't sound like awkward and abrupt, like, you know, stop go. It has to kind of. I like it to flow naturally.
So you work the process. You work with the band. So you come up with the idea, but then you finish it all together.
We always do, yeah. We get everybody's ears on it. But I mean, I write a lot. Like the newest thing that we're, you know, working on, I've already come up with like 11 songs, which is probably about an hour's worth of music, like finished start to end. You know, it'll change as everybody chimes in and takes the things I wrote and maybe changes them a little bit, or we might take parts out or write a new part. But honestly, I was very busy the past few months, like writing because I have a studio at home, so I can just sit down there and, like, you know, listen to a click track and then record all my ideas that I've come up with on the road, sitting back here all day, just, you know, because I don't have the time to write when I'm at home. I'm very busy at home with my family, my kids. I can't just sit there and go like this all day, you know. And that's what these days are for.
But you partially already answered my next question. What are the future plans about the new album?
Yeah.
Will it be recorded? When will it be released? As you said, you already have like 11 numbers.
Yeah. Well, the idea is to.
What should we expect?
I mean, you know, it's a little bit of the same as the last album, you know, but I think it goes even deeper in certain areas. A couple more psychedelic parts, a little more technical parts, you know, and a couple new places we haven't gone before. So it's just kind of a continuation of the last record to me, but even deeper.
But is it already recorded?
I mean, what I've done, the drummer and I have done, yeah. I mean, sometimes that's how it works. It's like he and I will write, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 songs, and then Brent and Troy, like Brent will write a few songs, and then we'll all kind of try to come together and make it make sense.
So realistically, when can we expect it to buy?
Early next year, hopefully, because we're going to try to record it in October when we get home.
This October.
Yeah, hopefully. Get a month to bounce it off each other and make it a record. Because I mean, it's like I said, it's like 70% there. It just needs everyone to play on it. Definitely have a backup plan. But if you're gonna try to be a musician, you know, like Yoda says, there is no try, only do. It's just do it. Like, you have to do it. There's no secret formula. There's just doing it. Like, you can't just do it on the weekends. You can't just do it at nighttime. You have to do it 24 hours a day. You have to do anything 24 hours a day to make it, until you make it, and then you can call the shots. You know what I mean? With Mastodon, when we first started, we took every tour. I mean, the first thing is you have to be committed. You have to get 4 guys or 5 guys or girls, whatever, who are committed to being in a band and being in a band only and reaching some sort of goal. And getting in the van and making no money for years and sleeping on floors for many years and being away from home for many years. It's a sacrifice. There's no like easy answer. I mean, if I had to do it all over again, maybe I would have gone to college. I don't know. It's been fun. I love playing guitar in front of people and touring around the world. That's one of my favorite things. But you know, it's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard on your body, and it's hard on your family, and you just got to be committed. Don't expect any results if you don't put into the same amount of time and effort in.